All four of our pantheon gods now wore a variation of the same sour expression across their mentally projected images. It seemed that they didn't want to answer. At my side, in that void-like space we used to speak together, Sanya, unable to produce a physical projection here, instead floated by my side as the grey and golden orb of her ethereal soul. Her presence was comforting at a time when I needed all the comfort I could get. "Hello," I said, waving my arms around. "Can you guys hear me? Can I rebuild my body?" It fell to devotion to deliver the blow.
Sadly, it won't be possible to rebuild your body as you've done in the past, Clive. You see, it's not your body which requires the time to rebuild, but your mortal core, that which inhabits and maintains your physical form. That is why people without ethereal cores perish with death.
"Well, fuck," I grumbled, looking around. Even though darkness had been booted from Falritas, and it appeared we were relatively safe, the news still hit me hard. There was still so much work to do. With peace in the Pantheon now, we were duty-bound to go and help her in the war against desolation and war. Then there was Calabria to reoccupy after darkness's dismissal from the planet. "I haven't got time to be dead. Do you have any other ideas?" I asked, attempting and failing to keep the desperation from my voice.
"There is one option available to you,"
Destruction said. Her teasing, sultry voice was gone, replaced by one of determination.
"Create an avatar which you can inhabit, at least in part."
"I'll do that then," I said eagerly, grasping at her words like a starving man grasping at food.
"It won't be an immediate solution due to your level. An avatar is an intermediate level artifact. I know you are currently only capable of creating a basic artifact. I admit I cannot remember the exact ethereal stage at which you will be able to do this."
Devotion jumped back into the conversation at that point.
Stage 6. He will be able to create one then.
Her eyes took on an excited gleam as she focused on me.
That will have the secondary effect of reducing the time needed for Clive's mortal core to reform. 60 days, if I'm not mistaken.
"Yeah, but that's 2 whole ethereal stages. How the hell am I supposed to do that while I'm stuck as a ball of fucking light? I know my mortal shell gives me a level, and it's fairly close to completion, but..."
"Sadly, that won't be a viable route to growth,"
Death interjected.
"You need a mortal core to continue your progression with your immortal shell. We must utilize other paths."
I threw my arms in the air. "Fucking great! What about reaching my next physical evolution? Seraphim, or whatever the Elohim equivalent is?"
"Very much the same. While you are dead, you cannot level. Only your ethereal stage can increase."
"So how can you guys level still?" I said, desperately searching for a loophole of any kind.
"Because we're not dead,"
Destruction replied, as if the answer was obvious, which, on reflection, I suppose it was.
Our cores combine into a god core once you reach your final evolution at level 1000.
Devotion explained calmly, without any of Destruction's gusto.
And of course, your ethereal core is at stage 10.
It all made an annoying amount of sense, and it was good to hear exactly what happened, how one became a god, why mortal core powers mattered so much to future followers. It didn't, however, help my current predicament. "So, if immortal shell further levelling are off the table, what the fuck do I do? What other options are available?"
Bonding with all of the ambient pneumas you are capable of resonating with must also be done through your mortal core.
Death added unhelpfully. "Well, thanks, Death. I'll not try that one out next, shall I?" He chuckled at my sarcasm and held out a hand to calm me from ranting further.
1 million followers will give you another stage. You must be close to that by now, with those you took from me. If you were able to send your people out to convert others, then you could reach Ethereal Stage 5.
"I will make sure this is done,"
Sanya said. Her disembodied voice almost trembled with the strength of her conviction.
"We will put everything we have into finding you those followers.